Yo, I just got done finishing streaming, and while streaming, I happened across something that was kind of scary, concerning, and unfortunate to hear and to read. It's specifically pertaining to Snowbreak and how Snowbreak might be approaching its end of service. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. Real quick though, before we do, did you know I'm streaming almost every single day now on this channel and on Twitch at roughly 1 to 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time? It's a few hours after this video goes live. Come on over and join us. As you all are no doubt aware, Snowbreak was attacked by certain individuals. I'm not going to delve too deeply into it. You've all been keeping up to date with what's been going on. And then they came back. They went under, I think they went for like 2 months, I think, of no communication whatsoever, in a state of maintenance mode, effectively. And then they relaunched, reopened the floodgates, and lots of people jumped back in, realized that there were some changes that were made, specifically pertaining to censored outfits and material and the removal of certain things. And while there were workarounds, it was never the same. And people were, I think, a little cautious of spending money because they didn't want to, right? They'd already gone down for multiple months and completely taken the game offline for a several month period. And they never really like actively addressed everything going on. So people were uncertain. They weren't sure whether they were just trying to stay afloat at that juncture and acquiescing to the request of the third party that was requesting they remove everything that makes Snowbreak what it is. And then this was posted. Snowbreak devs official notice. There is going to be no anniversary event. There is going to be an extended maintenance mode. There's going to be no information, or there is no information on the next update at all. People think end of service is near. I have this weird copium that they could just be maintaining the servers while waiting slowly for more money to come from Mega Break, but I guess it's just cope. Once you lose your players, getting them back seems pretty difficult. That's very true. It was obvious the game was going to die after they came back from their extended hiatus, and the question was how long until they pulled the plug. Also very true. A 2-month server shutdown into a lackluster revival patch into 2 months of maintenance mode. The finances for this game are probably abysmal. You know, I don't like using the Gacha revenue website, right? Because I know it is very much so speculative. It is very much so not reliable, but at the same time, Sensor Tower is good, I think, for seeing the ebbs and flows, the increases and the decreases, the inclines and the declines in terms of activity, in terms of download numbers, and just while the numbers themselves aren't accurate, it's still possible to gauge how good or bad something is doing. So when you look at the breakdown here, and then I'm also going to check Google Trends. Let's see how it's doing in Google Trends as well. Censorship ruined the game. The Doom post is behind Snowbreak community. We're just waiting at this point. Everyone pretty much gave up on it. It was fun while it lasted. Snowbreak, this is why you don't fuck over your player base. Censorship and greed is the end of every game. Okay, let's take a look at the revenue first. Again, this is speculative. I wouldn't take it at face value, but again, you can still see how good or bad a game is doing. Like, did it really make $10 million? Probably a lot more than that. But did it definitely go up by, you know, a magnitude of that caliber? Yeah, it probably really did. So we can still look at these and be like, okay, so it was not doing that well, and then it tanked, you know, completely tanked, and then it is not recovered at all. Not at all. It's not making any money anymore. And when you go to Google Trends, who the hell is Brenda Fricker? What? Okay, let's see. Let's go to Google Trends and see how Snowbreak is doing. It is 0. There is a 0. What? Wait, what? Okay, hold on. Sort by worldwide. Sort by past month. Sort by past 3 months. Okay, this will be better. Okay, sort by past year. Okay, that's down 20% versus preceding year. Okay, so that's definitely not good. What about the past 5 years? Okay, so it's definitely had its peaks. And I guess, what was it, April when the drama happened? April, May, people were searching for it a lot, and then it's just tanked lower than it has ever been. That's not good. That's not good at all. And then let's see. Let's sort this by YouTube, because you should be able to do that too, right? Yeah, so pretty much the same. It's in a downward trajectory everywhere across the board. So nowhere is this doing positively. It's not getting many searches on Google. It's not getting many searches on YouTube. And its revenue seems to be down. Its downloads are down. Everyone is kind of jumping ship. But let's compare it to other games, just out of curiosity. Okay, what else released recently? Neverness to Everness. Let's see how it's doing comparatively to that. Okay, so it's not even a question. Last 3 months. Let's just sort by last 3 months. Okay, it's a 0. It's actually a 0. Okay, let's sort by, let's add in Arknight's Enfield as well. Let's see. Damn it. Okay, all right. So, Neverness to Everness is, wait, maybe if I sort by this, is that better? Oh, there we go. That's a bit better. Okay, we sort by past month. This will be a little more accurate. Yeah. Wait. Since when did Arknight's Enfield surpass NTE in terms of popularity? When did that happen? I mean, I enjoy both games, but the 1.4 update? Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, I guess that makes sense. I didn't even know that came out. I guess, did it come out 2 days ago then? All right. All right. So, I mean, honestly, they're both doing pretty good. How about on YouTube? Okay, pretty much the same. Damn. But as you can see, Snowbreak is nowhere to be found. But you know what? That's comparing it to, like, bigger releases. Let's go ahead and compare it to smaller releases. Yo, I don't mean to interrupt the video, but I need to take a moment here to thank all my incredible patrons over on Patreon whose support continues to allow for me to do regular videos like this every single day on this channel. Thank y'all so much, including our YouTube channel members. You guys mean the world to me. So do you guys as viewers as well. Now, without further ado, let's continue. Star Savior. That was a new gacha game that just released. It is struggling to compete with Star Savior, which is a very small game. Very small. Okay, let's see. 7 Deadly Sins Origin. Damn. Dominated. Mongol Star Dive. Damn. Yeah, Snowbreak is nowhere to be seen. Absolutely nowhere to be seen in any of these. It's literally half the popularity of Star Savior now. Oh my god. So is the game we forget that cooks when no one is paying attention? Yeah. The shame I thought Snowbreak was a pioneer of comebacks. It had the potential to make the comeback of the freaking century, dude. How is it compared to Ether Gazer? That's also a good question. Let's see, Ether Gazer. Okay, Ether Gazer is in the yellow. Oh my god, chat! Holy shit! Snowbreak is actually more popular than Ether Gazer! No way! That's so bad. Oh, that's so sad. Oh, put in Stella Sora. Okay, video game. Oh my god, that is not good. Wait, Chaos Zero Nightmare. Let's put in that as well, because that also released around the same time. Oof. Yeah, that was saying a chance. And Do It Night Abyss. Do It Night Abyss is more searched for than Stella Sora. Yo, chat, Do It Night Abyss is doing better than Stella Sora is. Oh my god, that's wild. Crazy how both Hoyo communities, ZZ and Hugusarel are duking it out now. Hugusarel people are calling them gooner incels. US was not without reason for that one. Yeah. I know. Snowbreak is better ladies. Ether Gazer is EOSing. Yep. Etheria restart. Nah. Let's not even bother. Okay, we have. Yo, they're practically tied. Yo, they're pretty much tied. Etheria restart and Snowbreak. 2 of the deadest gacha games right now. Oh, this is mortifying to look at. But, I mean, evidently, Snowbreak is not in the greatest of places, right? So let's take a look at the Twitter. How are they updating people on their Twitter right now? January 21st, pin comment, May. Wait, they haven't tweeted since May? They haven't tweeted in 2.5 months? I thought it was just, oh my God. Since they got into the drama, they have not made a single released a single message. Completely quiet everywhere. They took a long time. They took months of downtime, came back online, and then said nothing. No communication is bad. No communication is terrible. Like, if it doesn't matter how bad something is, as long as you are open and communicative about it. right? There are people that would rather the company be like, hey, look, we're having issues right now. We are working to attempt to rectify these issues, over the next 3 months, right? People would be like, oh, okay, no problem. Sure, cool. Okay, awesome. We get it. But this is them being like, we're just going to try and milk people with rerun. I know this is going to upset some of the, the Snowbreak players, but the unfortunate reality is Snowbreak players are actually being treated like shit. There's much to do in-game either. Exactly. Global completely abandoned every site and news portal they have. That's the problem. Yeah, no skins, reformed characters, no notices. It's not good. Yep. I was going through the internet for any type of information. It's highly possible they are moving workers, so there are different games, and Snowbreak might be among a few other games that'll go EOS. If that is true, then that is very sad. It is very sad to see, because this is one of the best Gooner gacha games out there, but at the same time, like, they were like Icarus. I make this comparison all the time. They're like Icarus. They flew too close to the sun, and they're a Chinese game, so they can't do that. Brown Dust 2 is Korean. They can. Everyone dipped out of and stopped spending. Exactly, and that's evident. You just look at it over the last year, right? So, how is Brown Dust 2 doing? That's a good question. Let's see. Brown Dust 2. Where are you at? You're orange. Oh. Brown Dust 2 is in the lead. Brown Dust 2 is number 1. Oh, damn. Okay, holy crap. Literally in maintenance mode. Yes. What about Girls Frontline 2? Oh, that's another good one. Yeah. Let's remove Do It Night Abyss and Ethereal Restart, and then add in the Gooner gachas, right, chat? The Gooner gachas. All right, let's see. Girls Frontline 2 is actually half the popularity of Brown Dust 2. A 28 versus a 54 for Brown Dust 2. Oh my god, that's actually kind of wild. I did not know that Girls Frontline 2 was, or Brown Dust 2 was so much more popular than so many of its competition. Damn. Okay, let's add in, what other games are coming? Let's see, Midasy game. It's here, it's definitely here, but no one knows about it right now. How is Silver Palace doing? That's a very good question. Silver Palace, it doesn't even come up with a game, but it is apparently pretty popular. Damn, this is actually kind of good for a game that is only entering into its second beta test. Damn. But yeah, so I mean, evidently things are not looking good for the game. Not looking good at all. And I wouldn't imagine the game makes any type of recovery from this. And again, I know it's gonna upset some people, but at the same time, like at the end of the day, it's the truth. And you cannot argue with stats. You cannot argue with the truth that you're seeing with your own goddamn eyes, right? I know you think that you just hit the end of the video, and technically, yeah, you have. And I know your first reaction is to close out of it at this juncture, but don't. No, instead, I urge you to take a moment here and click one of the videos on screen that are coming up in just a moment, so you remain up to date with everything going on in the gacha genre. Trust me, you are not going to regret doing so. Stay flaccid.